My nerds, welcome back. Welcome back to the Fidget Nerd channel. I'm Zachary Butcher, and today we're going to be talking about a bit of a rarer sort of spinner that I don't think many were put out into the world. It is the Tungsten Nectar Plus. Not many made. There's a couple people here that have them. I know Abby has one. I know that my buddy Brian Wise, he has one. A few people have them. I have one, and I've actually had this thing since February 11th. Yes, it's true. This review has been put off. It's been put off quite a bit. There's been some other stuff that's just been more exciting, or it's been, things from other makers, and I've, want to do their stuff first and stuff. But now we're kind of getting through some things that I've wanted to talk about for a long time. And it's good. It's good that it's been a long time, because I wouldn't have been able to formulate this very opinionated idea behind it. I've been thinking about this one for a while coming up, and I've been going, where's my block been with using this thing, right? Because I've had it and I've used it, and I'm like, it's really good, but what is stopping me from using it so much? And then I figured it out. I did. I figured it out, and I have it all figured out, and I have a bit of rant on it. Oh, Samuel, there's 20. Okay, so there's 25. It's not that rare. There's 25. And I couldn't even find the sign-up sale for this thing. I got this thing used. So thanks, Samuel, for tuning in on that, letting us know. Just the one sus. That's what I thought. Couldn't even find the sus for this thing. I don't know. Did you delete it or something like that? I couldn't find it. I was looking up info, trying to figure it out. Yeah, couldn't find it. Anyway, I figured it out. What the? Oh, I caught it. I caught it. I saw you. I caught it. Yes.
Even a stopped clock is right twice a day.
That doesn't make any sense to me catching it. I'm just getting good.
You just saw me.
Well, yeah, because I kind of expect it to happen all the time now.
Quit ranting at your chat.
Okay, fine. We'll,
Be nice.
I'm not ranting. You're the one that's throwing shit at my face.
But I'm not ranting at them.
Okay. I think by ranting you mean yelling.
Don't lecture them.
Oh, Corey wants to know where you've been. He said you've been gone for weeks. Where the hell have you been? Everyone wants to know what you've been doing.
Oh. Well, my aunt has cancer.
That sucks.
Yep.
So she's been actually kind of feeling very sad and playing a lot of Schedule 1 sort of thing. But working through it.
Yep.
Getting better.
She's not.
She won't be. I know. It's sad. So, best wishes for, Bunny and feeling better and all that stuff. And on that note, I'm going to watch the unboxing video.
Yes.
So you get to see what I thought about this thing way back on February 11th, okay? It's such a good design. It's so comfy. It's so perfect. I'm in love with the Nectar Plus design. They say good things come to those who wait. So when Samuel Roscoe of 2EDC posted up a sign-up sale for a Tungsten Nectar Plus and I didn't win, I would be lying to you if I said I wasn't a little bit butthurt about that. But I told myself, it's all good, man. If it's meant to be, it'll be meant to be, and you'll get to try one eventually. Then, sure enough, about a few weeks later, one of my buddies PMs me out of the blue and says, hey, Zach, do you want to buy my Tungsten Nectar Plus from me? Yes. I've got a Tungsten Nectar Plus in this box. Currently, all I have is a Zirconium Nectar Plus, a machine finished Zirconium Nectar Plus. And it is amazing. It's so good. I've only tried a copper Nectar Plus and that Zirc one, and now this. So I'm wondering if this is gonna take the cake or not. That's the heaviest envelope I've ever felt. Oh, that's pretty. Nice little case for the COA, the Certificate of Awesomeness. It actually means Certificate of Authenticity. Bye, box. I don't know how to undo knots. Never undone a knot in my life. Maybe one day I'll do it. Did it. Okay. Ooh, nice. Nice. Oh, yes. Yep. Oh, that's what the Nectar Plus needed. Oh, my God. Oh, it's such a good catch. It flings exactly like I thought it would. This is such a comfy spinner, so it's going to be such a good throw and catch kind of spinner. Let's put these Zircuti, I think, on here. I'm liking this silver, sort of earthy vibes. Oh, shit. Oh, buddy who sold this to me, you fucked up. Oh, that is so fun. That is so much fun. Wow. Okay, let's try these zirconiums on here. Because I am a big do fan. I do love this dish design. I love those steps. I love the way that feels on my fingertips. Ooh, the sound it makes is almost better, more subtle, like a whisper. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with these ones, even though I'm really liking these earthy sort of vibe things going on here. This is great. So as you can see, I was like, enamored with it, right? And the thing is it is good. It is good. And what should we talk about first? Should we talk about the fact that, just trying to think if I should review it first as we go. No. Okay, so what happened? Okay, so I have these two kind of buttons to go with it. So did I have this one already? I think I had this set already, this Zirc one, and then the Zircotide, that came with it, okay? He just like sold it to me with it, all right? So when you have this thing, I should switch to this cam. When you have this thing just with the tungsten buttons, you've got 210 grams on here, okay? 210 with the buttons, and the weight is what really made me start thinking about buttons on a Nectar Plus. And then you take the buttons off. I can't actually remember what the weight is. Right. That's right. It's 150-ish, no buttons, okay? So you put, which is like a great weight in as itself, just having like a 150-gram spinner, okay? You put something like Zirc on there, you get 170. It's still 170 with light buttons on it, okay? So if I got something that almost feels more, well, I'm good at that. I'm going to feel more. So yeah, Zirc's a little bit more. This has got to be Zircuti. I don't really know what it is, but it's got to be Zircuti. It's some NJT thing or something like that. Hey, Mike, what's up? You see, of the three sizes, the plus with dish buttons has become my favorite. Yes, and we'll get more into that. But first, there was something. Sup, Pippin? I almost missed that. Thank you, Jay Dizzy. Perfect. Then OG, then the plus. Interesting. So you go from like the 24.5 down to the 20 and then go to the 22 mil buttons. So these are all 22 mil buttons, all right? And it should be noted that when you have like 22 mil buttons on something like this, on this like Zirc one, this thing is just, it's such a perfect weight for it. It just flings so great, flings so fast. I think this one, I think this is kind of like a perfect sort of combo for a Nectar Plus. I'm not sure, but I mean, I think something's really special and really nailing hard in this. And it's not that this doesn't nail hard, it just nails so heavy. Nails so heavy and so hard. So what we really need is we need more makers to make more 22 mil buttons, okay? But they won't. They never will, because there's too many 24.5 mil buttons out there. So you tell like someone that makes buttons, right? And like, for that matter, no one's like making custom ones anymore, right? So it's like, you tell them, oh, well, we need more 22s. And it's like, well, no one has 22s. It's like, what about the Nectar Plus? It's like, okay, well, what else? Right? Sure, there's other ones, but to me, the Nectar Plus is probably my favorite and like the one you want to have for 22 mil buttons, all right? 23 mil buttons, probably the Sage, I'd say, is like the best one for that I've tried. And then you just back into 24.5 and that's everything, right? So, this is the thing. The plus with Zerg T times prices. Have 22 mils Zerg T times even been made? I don't even think that's a thing, is it? Like that's the problem. What's the torque bar OG size? Torque bar OG size is 23. Torque bar OG size is 23. All torque bars come with like a 23 mil button. But the thing about the torque bar is the torque bar can fit anything. The torque bar can work with like 18 mil buttons all the way up to like 25 mil buttons. It's crazy. Okay. That's one of the reasons that a torque bar hybrid is like just like one of the best. Right now I have like these 24s on here. These like, they're not 24.5, they're like 24. Lulius, plus with Mokame dished buttons is just chef's kiss. Yes, see, that's what I'm talking about. You got them on yours. So he made 22. So that's the thing. Okay, that's what I'm talking about here. Okay, so if I could get some kind of button on this that was like a deeper dish, like something like a 2 mil, I want to say 2 mil, 3 mil, something similar to like, button dish depth of like this. Okay. And I want to talk briefly about how you would go about doing that. So someone remember the time code right here, because it's going to be a quick little fun little tutorial on how you would, measure buttons for your spinner. Everyone needs calipers. If you want to start getting into like button stuff and being like a button collector, like I am almost as much as, you collect spinners. At 314. Perfect. Then you need to get calipers. Okay. You need to get it can be cheap. These are like $100 or something like that. It was one of like the lower end ones. You can get like $50 ones, but you need calipers because you need to be able to measure round stuff. Okay. So one of the reasons that you need them is you need to be able to go, okay, what does my spinner fit? Oh, look at that. Fits the 22 mil ones. And then the other reason you need it is how high do I need my buttons? Okay. Now, Samuel, this is a really great example of it because Samuel actually likes the same sort of clearance that I really appreciate, which is about 1.5 mil on either side of the spinner. So that means that if you measure the thickest point of the spinner, and this one's easy, it's 12 mil, then all you have to do is add 3 mil to the assembled height of your buttons. And you have 15 mil assembled height. And then that extra 3 mil is divided by 2. And then you have 1.5 mil clearance on either side. Okay. That's like the golden rule for doing buttons. And that is why you absolutely need calipers to do it. My button game got so much crazier better once I got calipers and being able to order them. Of course, that leads into another problem, which is that no one does custom buttons anymore. But it does help you when you like look at a website and you go like, oh, look, there's like some buttons that I want. Are they going to fit my spinner? Calipers. You need to measure the thickest point. You need to measure what you like, right? Measure some buttons on there that you find you like the clearance of, right? If you like that clearance, then great, okay? But you're taking that clearance, you're timesing it by 2, and you're adding it to the thickness of that. And then that gives you how high your assembled height should be. Samuel 280C, yes, is a sweet spot for me in button height for the best feedback and feel in hand. This is true. This is actually a really good point. Oh, Brian Wise, NJT is still doing some pre-order custom buttons. Yeah, but doesn't it? It's not like the old days, Brian. I think it's not like you can't just go and like I used to do and just be like, hey, yo, can you just make me these? I want them literally like this, like this, like this. That's how I used to order them from him. And I had my calipers and I would like measure stuff and I was like, it's got to be like this and it's got to be like this little thing. And he was great. He'd be like, oh, you just do it exactly like you wanted it and send it to you. It was perfect. Now I think he does it in batches. It'll be like, I'm doing this material. let's all, do a pre-order for them, right? But I used to order them like by the piece, right? And it makes sense. It's like, once you get bigger, you're like, no, I don't have time for that stuff anymore. So it is unfortunate in that way. It's very unfortunate. I miss those days. Back to Samuel's thing, because what he's talking about there is that if you get too thick, like something that I find is a big thing for like new spinner owners, and I did the same thing when I first started. I was like, I want it so thick. I want it so high. It'd be like, here's an example. Be like, if I took like this torque bar hybrid and I said, nah, you know what, man? You know what? I need it so high over top of my spinner because I just want maximum clearance, man. Maximum clearance. And I want to get like really high above it like that, right? Sure, it's like super easy to spin, but I think what Samuel means about feedback is that the further you get away from the engine, right? The bearing, the further you get away from it, the less you feel, the less feedback of the bearing and the spinner that you feel. That's actually a really good point to check this out. That reminds me of the stock buttons. The stock buttons for this spinner. Look at how freaking thin they are. I think he only gives like a mil clearance. And they're 23s. And they're so light. Okay, Samuel agrees with me precisely. But if you were talking about like feeling the engine, and guys like Jamie Acker, like from LICEDC, he will stand by the fact that like he believes that the torque bar hybrid, it's one of his favorite spinners too. He says that it's just perfect the way it is with its buttons. I find them just ever so slightly too short, but holy crap, do you feel every goddamn little thing in there. It's so delightful feeling that engine, and it's been done on purpose that way. So that's a great example of it. Look at how thin he makes them, right? You feel everything. It's really good that way. So that all being said, let's review this really quick. So how does it feel? The Nectar Plus feels amazing, okay? The Nectar Plus is an amazing design. It's so comfy. There's nothing wrong with it. It's comfy. It's perfect. It's a great design, okay? Just so good, right? What was I going to say? It's the chamfer, right? It's the chamfer. The chamfer is what I was going to say. This chamfer is perfect. It's just, it's great. And it's different from the Big Poe, okay? So that's where the turning point was. The Big Poe had less of a big chamfer here. And then when we got the Nectar Plus, when we got the Nectar, we got this big chamfer, right? And then we got the Nectar Plus. It's kind of the same size as the Big Poe. And we still have this nice big chamfer. It is just like it's a peak. It's a peak kind of design for that thing. So how's the feedback? It's good. It's good because the buttons are quite short for it, right? These are like stock buttons, but in Zerk. For a tungsten one, you're getting less feedback. You're not getting as much, right? That's why it's better kind of to switch to something a little bit lighter, right? Brings the weight down from the 210 down to like 170 range like we were looking at. And then if you go and you use the stock buttons, you're getting even less feedback and less sound. But the sound, I don't know if it has to do with this bearing that Samuel has been putting out here, the one that he has. And by the way, Samuel, we keep forgetting to send me some. I need side pockets. So this is this bearing he's got going on. It's got a double stainless steel retainer and 8 balls. Get it? 8 balls side pocket. All right. That's why he's calling it the side pocket, right? And they are black ceramic in there. Okay. So you'd think those would be louder, but man, does it work. Like there is just this, it's just like a nice, gentle hum. It's smooth. I find they don't get dusty or mess up. I've been like really liking the side pocket, and I actually need more in my life. There's like 2 spinners that I have right now that I've been so frustrated trying to find a bearing that like just hums like real good in my huge bin of bearings and stuff. And sometimes I'll be picky. I'll go through them, keep trying to find it. And I can't find one, right? And I'm like, I think I'm going to throw away all these bearings, right? And then, these side pockets, I don't know. Maybe it's because there's only 8 balls. Maybe it spins a little smoother that way, but great. Okay. So sound, perfect little hum, perfect little whir. Feedback, excellent. And then what was the other one? How's it perform? How does it perform? Performs in this tungsten. It performs like real fast. There's a short out there that I just published that shows you kind of this thing holds, man. This thing holds in a warp for a very long time, especially with the bearing that I got in here with the side pocket and stuff. It flings and it glides and it's great. So it's performing just like you would expect a tungsten. Warps are amazing. Happy with that part. And then, how's it look? I mean, it's not the flashiest thing in the world, right? It's not some like Chinese freaking gimmicky, flashy thing, but we like that, right? We like that. We want it to be, we want that subtleness. We like that American design, subtle design sort of look, right? So yeah, I really like the Nectar Plus. I really like it, but I can't get the right buttons for it. So the whole thing is that I feel too weak to use it, right? This little Titleist thing. I'm too weak, right? Titleist Live. I can't wield it properly, and I can't do it without the right buttons, without the right grips. So what's the best bearing, Pagani? I don't know. I mean, probably the ones that I'm liking the most right now would be like a, what are they called? Help me out, chat. What's that one that, I haven't talked about bearings in a long time. So they're going to have like the One Drop from One Drop, but the dry ones, the non-lubed ones, those ones are really great for nice, quiet kind of spin. And then, well, the operator, that's the other one. So it's the same bearing as the one I just showed you here, but it's got 10 balls? 10 balls. 10 balls, and they're all white ceramic, but in that double stainless steel, ceramic, double stainless steel cage with ceramic balls. Yes, Abby, simple and clean is good. Everything you need, nothing you don't. Exactly, right? Just trim it down, like figure out what feels great. You guys doing trades here? I'll trade an MVS for a Pier. Ooh, that's crazy. That's crazy. That reminds me, guys. Remember, there's like there's a stainless steel freaking stainless steel Cinema Thing V2, like the one that looks like this, but in stainless steel on the wheel for $150. Good luck finding something like that for $150. So I hope someone gets that before Jonas wants to take it off or something like that. We should think about that. Yeah. So here's the thing. Okay. I'm going to sell it. I'm going to sell it because all I need, this is not because it's bad. It's just because I have the peak to me of the Nectar Plus. And I know for a fact there are some hot we know because was Timothy says he has 22 mil tea time buttons. Holy crap, that would be freaking amazing on this thing. That would work so well. I know for a fact that I have seen 22 mil Drake buttons in like a Zircutai kind of thing. They were like this yellow green thing. Oh God, they were so good. Man, I wanted them so bad. That would have changed everything. So I think this should go to someone who actually has a setup to use it. All right. That's kind of my thought. That's where I'm sitting with it. Yeah. But you know what we're going to do? I am going to just right now, I'm going to do like a really, really super special price on this kind of thing and see if anyone wants to grab it right now. It's a bundle deal. Okay. Bundle deal. Now this is just me seeing if anyone wants it right now. Because afterwards, I'm going to sell them all separately and I'm going to bump it up. Okay. So, spinner on its own was $475 new. Okay. Each one of these buttons, the Zirc button and the Zircutai button, I'm going to say are like probably like $100 or something like that new. So we add that to the 475. We got, you know, 675, add shipping on there, looking at about 700. That's way too much money. So if someone wants to take all three of these, $550 shipped, okay, to wherever you are, okay? So I'm very curious about this, and I was wondering if anyone would just take it. And if no one does, that's fine. That's fine. This is a test. This is a test. So there we go. If you guys want, if someone does want it, let me know. And you can type !nectar into the chat right now. And we'll do this, like, we'll do a little sign up sale. If no one wants it, if no one types it within the first minute, then we're just going to do something from the wheel. And then I'm going to sell them all separately. 550, everything together, shipped. It would be like that. I traded my MVS for a Pure. Did I make the right choice? Yeah, probably. Probably. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Yeah, Brian, you have one. Yeah. I really want to go to, I want to find out who has the buttons for it, the proper buttons for it. That's what I want to find out. And if someone does, I'm going to like give them first dibs. No, I haven't tried plus. He hasn't made it in good enough material yet. Make it in Zerk. Make it in Zerk so I can replace my plus. Okay, cool. We're going to move to something else. So we'll go. So I'm going to make more money then. Okay, I'm going to sell them separately later. Because I can't do it. I can't wield this thing. I can't. Still get messages. Oh yeah, no, selling groups quickly. I just want to give you guys a chance to have a good price on it, but no, fine, forget it. Yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to give you guys the chance here, but we'll see. I'm in no rush, so I'm gonna do it. I'll do it separately. I'll give you guys like separate stuff. I'll make a post. Recently, I got through all of Mike Neal's fidgets, and I added. Yeah, no, I'm caught up. I'm caught up on sales. So this is perfect. So I'll do that. Now what else do we need to talk about? Gotta make sure. With the Altum, FTO, way too flat. FTO buttons are too flat, I think, for me. Yeah, I will get a plus in Zerk. I would replace, well, I don't know. I might. I'd have to try it. Cat up there? Yeah, that's a tuba. Yeah, I know your dish ones you're talking about, but they're even not deep enough for me. I want to show you guys one more thing. I just forgot about that. So this is a really great addition. Okay, see this thing? So if you get calipers, the thing that upgrades it, because the one thing that you can't measure still is dish depth. Okay. So this is the one thing that upgraded even further for me. So this is like this extra little attachment. It's called a depth gauge or whatever. And all you get is this, and you order it off Amazon or whatever. And you have to make sure it attaches to the right, that it's for the calipers that you have. Basically, you want to make sure it's like nice and flush there. And then you screw it on. And this is how I ordered all my dish depth. So if I when I was ordering these from like Drake and we were talking about dish depth and stuff, right? I could measure other ones. Like I think the tea times by far have the most intense dish depth. So I can't really do this where I show it on the side because I have to go like straight up and down. But the idea is that normally these claws are going to like grab around things, right? But as you're doing that, there's a little thing coming out the bottom when you do that. So now if this can span the bowl of the dish that you're going over, you can now measure the depth, right? Like so. So if you put this over top like that and touch the edge, and then you go down right in the center, aim for the center, and then check, we'll see that the tea times have a whopping 4 mil dish, probably the deepest dish that I know of. Whereas opposed to something like these ones from Drake, I think these are like yeah, he went pretty deep with these two. They're a little less. They're like, oh, it went away. It was 3.7. I touched it after. Yeah, it's a pretty essential tool if you want to get into the button thing. And that's why I ended up getting it, because I needed it, man. You needed the calipers, and you need the depth thing, right? And then you can just order and get exactly what you want, right? Because you compare it to stuff that you already have. All right. Yeah. You need those Drake Venusaur buttons. These aren't even the Venusaur, man. You want to see the Venusaur ones? I don't even have them out. Those live on my I haven't found a better fit than my Mokume. Not Mokume. Mokume. Than my Mokume. Oh my God. Naboo 2.0. You see, 2.5 millimeter is your max on dish. That's actually a really good dish depth. I actually do really like that one as well. I will stand that one. I'll go with it, right? It's not too shallow for me. Don't like it when my fingers touch the bottom of the dish with a flat grip. Don't like it when my fingers, don't touch. I know exactly what you mean. So what Samuel means is that if he flat grips with his thumb, he doesn't like it if the pad of his thumb is not actually touching fully on the bottom there. I know exactly what he means. And that was what I was kind of, at first, I didn't like tea times because of that fact. Because you kind of like you're riding like the rims of the button. And then I started getting more into it. And I started understanding what the point was for me. And I'm all about it. I'm all about it. I'm all there. Now I'm kind of like a rim rider. Like I'll hang spinners off the rim like this and like go like that and just like grab the rim and shake them around. Do that a lot with these buttons too. I have them on my torque bar. That's great. So yeah, turned into a button rant. That's good. That's good. But you know what we should do now? We should spin the wheel, because there's some cool stuff on there, and we should see if anyone's going to win anything super freaking cool. I want someone to win super freaking cool. Okay, what we got on the wheel right now? Rim riders. Hashtag rim. Hashtag rim riders. So nothing new to add at this point, but I wanted to ask you guys, put in the chat which maker I should ask for like something free, because I would say that the three makers I see the most that aren't already on this wheel, okay? Like if they already have a free thing on here, great. But the three makers I see the most in chat, or whatever I see the most in chat, I'll go ask them, okay? I'll go ask them and be like, hey, ooh, Abby, that's a hot first choice. I don't know if she'd give them away free. I'll ask her. Or maybe she would do a chance to buy ones, right? That's another option. Yeah. Those are pretty hot. So she might do a chance to buy ones. That's actually, I don't know why I haven't asked that yet. Anyway. Okay, cool. Yep. At cost. Yeah, sure. Okay. I gotta write this down. So bookends. I'm going to write that down. Bookends, because I'll never go back and read this chat ever again. Bookends. What are bookends? You know what bookends are. You've seen them. ZZMPA we've done. We've had some stuff. I could ask again, but we've had some stuff on there. Bookends are these. They go on the wrapped light. These things. Bookends. Yeah, they're awesome. Everyone loves them. What else could we do? Yeah, we had, what do we have for ZZMPA? We had the SP2 and then we had the SP2 IR up there. Yeah. See you later, Samuel. Okay, love you, bye. What about the triangle? What about a triangle from the pre-order? Oh, good little one in there. Oh, I wonder if Samuel caught it. Oh, there he is. Yeah, Samuel, what about a big triangle from the pre-order, huh? What about one of those on the wheel? I'm going to write it down. Big triangle. There we go. Gaz. Oh, yeah, Gaz. The minus stuff? Is that what it's called? Otter EDC got the wrap light sandwich completed. Oh, yeah, we get it. Cool. Thanks, Samuel. Don't forget, because I will. You got to tell me later. Otter EDC got the wrap light sandwich. You know what? That actually, I should ask Jesse, because he's going to be sending me some other things. I should ask him if he has anything else. Right, the big minus. A crux. I can't find a crux. There's no way. The crux is dead, I think. The crux had its final sauce on like May 4th or something like that. I think it's done. I'm pretty sure it's done. I'd like to try one though. I would. But I don't think they're made new anymore. Griffin? What, like a bead or like a stick? Like chance to buy? He's getting pretty hot. Yeah. I don't think we've even had a Griffin at all in the wheel yet, too. It would have to be hot, though. It would have to be something like, Damascus or something like that, right? Yeah. Yeah, he's a nice guy. He's a really nice guy. He would probably definitely do it, yeah. Boomstick. We've had two boomsticks on the wheel. We've had two. Wizard. We have a wizard beads thing, but no one ever hits it. Yeah, there's a sus drop thing for the beads. When I asked him about doing it, he didn't, he only offered me beads sign-up sale. Fleshlight. Okay, I'll ask them. What website should I go to, Corey, to ask about the fleshlight? Don't post any links for that. The swoop. Swoop. Maybe. Spin sticky? McSpin? Spinner, spinny, spin, McSpin, McSpinner sticky? What is it called? McSpin, McSpinix? I can't remember. Anyway, yeah. Maybe, you know what? I'm just going to write Fidget Boy. We already have 3D printed fidgets up there, but people hit them and they don't get someone hit them last time and she already had tons, so she was like, no, I'm going for something else. Okay, that's enough. That gives me some ideas. I just want to do that because I was realizing I gotta start hustling. Gotta start hustling out there a little bit more. Finding some stuff. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Spin this wheel. Okay, set up a new thing. Let's just make it fidget again so that everyone knows. I'm gonna Settings, give all you subscribers the multiplier. By subscriber, it means member, like Nerd Herd member. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Type exclamation mark fidget into the chat. Oh, that's the wrong tab. It's me playing that new game. God, I love that game. Okay. Spinny McStickboy. Spinny McStickboy. Thank you, Keegan. I was never going to get that. Spinny McStickboy. Hopefully no A's and B's here. That's all right. We got a contingency. Right? We got a contingency for that. I should bring up that list of the names. The people who have been lucky before. We should have that list up while we're doing this. Austin H and Pagani are still the only super winners. So if they get win again, we have to find a contingency or they have to pick someone. I was thinking we try the new thing where Nightbot just picks a random number and you guys all have to fucking madly type in numbers between like whatever and whatever, and then whoever hits it first gets it. I think that'd be a good contingency for if we hit a super winner again. But we'll see. Okay, 20. 20 is a good number. I like that. Going once. Oh, thanks, Keegan. Hell yeah. Oh, you joined up again. Cool. Yeah, you're level 2 already. Cool. Okay. Oh, Brian, 21. Lucky 21. Oh, Keegan. Here we go. Keegan, I think you already entered. Yeah, you're right there. You're all good. You're all there. Now you got your 2, though. You got your little magical 2 there. Level 2. Level 2 is back. Okay, that seems about good to me. Okay. Abby Bay! Abby Bay is an A. That makes Abby a super winner, right? For this period. Have you not? Abby, you haven't won yet this period? By period, I mean within this list. Like this, since we have had fidget powers, since I gave you all fidget level powers, Abby has not won. That's crazy. Abby's won in the past before fidget level powers, but this is the first time Abby has won with fidget level powers. That is insane. That's so crazy. Abby, right on. Right on. We got a level 4. Everyone step back. We got a level 4 coming up to the wheel here. Level 4. Ron, that was so funny. It was funny to me seeing someone mention it right before. Yeah, no, you haven't won with fidget powers. Yeah. Yeah, she wins sauces. She's got luck. She puts that energy out there, man. Abby just puts that energy out there. Plus, she hustles. She's out there. You know, she's out there every sauce. She hustles hard. Okay, so that's what you got to do. You just got to enter everything. Okay, let's go to the wheel. Abby knows what's up. So, Abby, please start selecting upon the wheel which things you would like to upgrade with your 4 tribute points. Much like I've been doing in this RPG I've been playing all the time. Just upgrading with the tribute points. You know, attack, defense, all that stuff. Now, but you get to, you know, upgrade things like the spins. How many spins you can do. And which ones you want to make bigger. And stuff like that. But Abby's got good grasp on the wheel. She knows what's up. She knows what's on this wheel. So I feel like Abby already knows. Just so happy it wasn't what RPG. The Expedition 33. Clay Obscure Expedition 33. So good. I'm hooked. Haven't been into an RPG since, I don't know, Final Fantasy 7, maybe. So fun. And it's turn-based, but it's like not turn-based. It's great. I didn't think I would like a turn-based game again. Usually I got away from turn-based stuff. Okay, 3 for Thinna and 1 for clean EDC sus. Got it. Okay. What we got here? Clean 3 for Thinna. Oh, Matt, you're playing. Best turn-based I've played. I take 100% agree. Best turn-based game out there. Makes turn-based completely, makes it good. Makes it good. Okay, I gotta find these things. There's a Thinna. That's a good choice. Okay, so 3. So 3 on the Thinna. That makes it a 4. That's a pretty good hit. And then you wanted 1 on the clean EDC. So that was a popular one lately. Sus drop ticket clean EDC. So 1 on there makes it a 2. Pretty far apart. So I don't think we need a shuffle or anything like that. Yeah, very smart choice. Okay. Let's get into it. Okay, big money. Big money for Abby. Let's freaking do this. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh right. Oh, first spin, it works. What the hell? First spin. The system worked today. Did not work last week or anything else, but yeah. Oh, nice. Are you gonna do it, or are you gonna go again? I guess you have to. You got what you wanted. Do I have to show a picture? Find a picture. You're taking that for sure. Boom. Okay. Boom. Cool. Good. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. Because he's gonna be so happy. Jonas is gonna be so happy. Let me get a picture just so everyone knows who's not savvy. I mean, you saw mine, right? You saw mine. So it looks kind of like that, minus the machine lines. I'll find the sort of blurry kind of photo that he gave to me to show what it was. I don't know where he found it either. Like, because he just like, we're talking about stuff and then he was like, well, I don't know. What about a stainless steel cinema thing V2? And I'm like, well, was it just hanging out, or is it like yours? Like, what? I thought this was like way done, way over. And usually like he doesn't send anything out that's not like great and perfect, right? So this isn't like some sort of B stock that doesn't exist with most works, right? So that's pretty crazy. That's great. I'm gonna have to go ask and be like, hey, we need another thing for the wheel now. We need another thing for the wheel. We already talked about how we're not gonna have the stainless steel MVS up there. I told him, no good. Doesn't work anymore because you did that pre-order. You ruined it. The pre-order made everyone not want it. So I need a different material. So I'm really hoping for titanium. Would you guys like if there was just a straight up machine finished titanium MVS on there? Because that's what I want to push for. And I think that would be hot. I think that would be hot if there was just this single titanium one up there. It is a great wheel spin. Oh my God. Yeah. 100%. Yes. Abby, you lucky girl. Yep, sounds good to me. Cool. Yeah, that's what I thought. Because titanium is just, it's got to be the best. It's got to be the best slider material in existence. I love it. Okay, so Abby, that means, well, you can just PM Jonas, right? I'll PM as well. And then on Monday morning, when he actually checks his PMs and stuff like that, he'll have a PM from me confirming that you're the winner and blah, 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 and all that stuff. So yeah, that's great. $150. That's so cool. That's great. Yeah. It was his pointer finger. Yeah, it was that pointer finger. Yeah, I think he was handling a piece of sheet metal. And when he told me that, I was like, oh, like you just know, like I know, like it was probably that thin sheet metal used to make like wrapped light sliders, because it all gets cut out of like laser cut all the shapes before they go in the big arbor press. And I bet you anything, because I work in construction, right? I know. I bet he picked up a sheet and it slipped and it went right down to the bone, he said. Just clean. At least it was clean. Because, man, I was like comparing my stories and I was telling him, I was like, yeah, man, I got my pointer finger, not too long ago. But if anyone remembers, it was in a freaking van door. That is not clean. That is like the smashiest, bashiest thing. Just a van door. Just right on. Oh, God. Ugh. I'd much rather it just slice in really nice and clean. Anyway. So, yeah. A couple of different ways to get stitches there. Anyway. Short and sweet today, guys. You guys have been great. Yeah. And thank you to Samuel for putting up. Oh, right. He's putting up the big triangle. We hold him to that. I'm going to go talk to these other makers, specifically like the bookends and stuff like that. Griffin. I'm going to talk about bookends and Griffin. I think those two would be like good, because we haven't had anything from them at all. So I'm going to go hit those next. Yeah. I'm going to go play video games. You guys go play video games too. Okay. Toodles.